when we get stressed, when we get anxious, worried, when we get a little bit upset, the pupils dilate and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you know somebody is stressed or frustrated. Now, hormonally, they can also be dilated at certain times of the month. But for most people, it's adrenaline that has actually dilated their pupils. And when the pupils dilate above normal, then it's an indicator that you have a lot of adrenaline inside. And in order to bring down that adrenaline and to reduce the size of the pupil, what we're going to do is we're going to work on a simple activity to bring down the stress level in your body. So I'm going to invite you to put your hand on your forehead. This is one of nature's best cures for anxiety and stress. And you see people and they're there and they're drilling holes in their forehead because they're anxious, because they're stressed or whatever it is. You even see people hitting their head because they know there's something about the forehead that actually helps them when they're stressed. So just leave your hand flat on your forehead like a scarf. There should be no gap between your hand and your forehead. Just leave it flat. And as you leave it there, you wait until you get about 20 or 30 seconds and you begin to feel heat rising. Now I'm going to invite you to stand up, and this is part of what we were doing earlier, okay, where we were actually checking how you are. So I'm going to tilt up my camera, you can tilt up yours as well. Okay. Now what we're working on here is we're working on making sure that your body is satisfied with the activity. And when you have done this for long enough, what will actually happen is the blood supply will move from the back of your brain to the front of your brain. So just leave your hand on your forehead, leave it there for a few moments, and then you're going to find yourself go forward, just like that. You may even have to take a step to stop yourself from falling. Wait until that happens. Good. The fact that I have some people on screen means that I know when this is happening for people. For some people it happens early, and for other people it's happening. Yes, it's wonderful. Okay, everybody on screen has now moved forward. And what that indicates is that the blood supply is now in the neocortex and in the prefrontal and frontal lobes. And that means that you're in a place where you can concentrate more easily. But we're going to go further than that. We want to reduce the adrenaline levels. So there's a place here. I need to tilt the camera a little more. My belly button is just about here. So if you could find, see the width of the tie, okay, it's about 2 inches, or in new money, that would be about 5 centimeters across. So what you want to do is put your fingers here and just rub gently. That's it. Gently but firmly. You need to go in about 1/2 inch or about 1.5 centimeters, 2 centimeters. And while you're doing this, you are helping your body to relax and to switch off the adrenaline inside. Now I've been using this technique for the best part of 20 years. And every time that I use it, it amazes the parents. I show them the pupils of the child's eyes beforehand. We even photograph them usually. And then we do this for 2 minutes, maybe a minute or whatever. And we photograph them again. And the child's pupils are so different. And many times parents will tell me, oh, I thought his pupils were always that big. I never knew that they could actually shrink down to be tiny. And when your pupils are able to shrink down like this, they also become responsive. And that means they become responsive to light. If somebody gets a concussion, they stop being responsive and the pupils stay wide open. And when you're in a sensory overload, you will actually be in that state. When you have too much information coming through your eyes, that's an indicator that your pupils are too wide. So if you're visually overloaded or you're getting eye strain, it means that your eyes are too open. So this helps to relax bring the pupils back down to size. Okay. Has anybody moved forward yet? Martha, you move forward, yes? Yeah. Okay. Good. So if you turn sideways, it'll be much easier for me to spot when you have actually turned, when you've gone forward. Okay, I'm going forward. So right now, you've probably done enough, even though you don't notice it. Okay? What I'd like you to do is just notice how your eyes feel. Do they feel different? Do they feel the same? Are you noticing anything different? You can sit down again now. Yeah. Oh, you've got something different. Okay, if you've got some positive change, then give me a thumbs up. Okay? If you're noticing that it's easier to see or whatever, yes? Okay, good. So this is a simple activity which we have done, and all it has done is it has changed the adrenaline level inside your body. That's all. We've brought down some of the adrenaline level. We were actually using a lymphatic drainage technique to drain the kidneys and the adrenal glands. That's what we were doing when we were rubbing here. And here we were working on the neurovascular trigger points. And if that's gone too technical for you, don't worry too much about it. Okay, so there are points here on your forehead just above your eyes. And when you hold them, then it brings blood supplies. It's scientifically known to bring forward the blood supply. It's why mothers always put their hand on a child's forehead and just leave it there for a couple of seconds, because they know it's reassuring and it also helps the child to settle. Okay. Now, for my next trick, as they say, what I want to do next is I want to, sorry, I have two cameras running here. We learned through our class the last time that it was essential to have two cameras running. So what I want to do next is I want to show you a simple activity that will help you to bring better movement into your eyes, because if your eyes aren't free to move around in a full circle or to move in any direction, then what will happen is you will actually move your head rather than your eyes. Can you all just for a second look up? Just look up. Okay, and for the majority of you, you actually tipped up your head like this, which meant that it was easier for you to use neck muscles than eye muscles. And because it's easier for you to use neck muscles than eye muscles, that tells me there's eye strain in there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to remove some of the eye strain from the eyes. And to do that, we're going to use a simple activity. We're going to put the fingers here just underneath the collarbone, just there, and on the wingtips of my shirt, just there. The collarbone comes down right to there, and then the sternum goes down here, so it's in the corner there. Yeah, good. And just put thumb there, two fingers there, and we just rub gently. With the other hand, what I want you to do is put your hand in front of you and slowly follow your hand with your eyes all the way out to that side, and then slowly all the way out to that side. Now, if you wear glasses, you might like to pop them off. So I'm going to pop off mine. Sorry about the microphone. Okay. So you're following your eyes all the way across at eye level. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And see how easy it is to stay focused on your hand as you move your eyes from side to side. Where are the points that you slip out of focus? Where are the points where you seem to break concentration, where it's difficult to follow it? Right? You're doing this at home, but if I had you at a course or if I had you in the clinic, I would actually help you to see just how much your eyes are moving, like staccato style. And when they're moving staccato style like that, that means that if you were doing something that involved reading, you would find it so difficult to stay concentrating because your concentration is being broken every single time that you have a staccato movement. There is a micro blink, and if we could speed up if we could get a camera, a slow motion camera, we would actually see your eyes blink, close at that point. When they close, that's because they've reached the limit of what they can see, because the pupils are too wide and you have too much information coming in, and the information coming from both eyes may not be actually focused into one point. So if you've got visual overload and you haven't got the harmony between the two eyes that you get with binocular vision, then what happens is that the eyes jump, 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 jump. And when you have a child with difficulty with reading, frequently, as soon as you clear this visual distraction or clear this visual problem away, they become fluent readers. They've always had the capacity, but it was just a physical blockage. So what I want to do with you now is clear that visual blockage away so that it becomes possible for you to zoom in and to be able to focus on anything that you want. You can then focus your attention, you can focus your vision, and as most of us use our vision to channel our attention, by clearing this, we're actually going to make it much easier for ourselves to concentrate. So we're going to rub here again, and this time we're going to send the hand up in a rainbow, all the way up and right around to level with the other ear, and then all the way back up again, slowly tracking, 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 tracking. Okay, and what you want to see is keep your head steady. Keep your head steady if you can. Keep your head steady and let your eyes do the work. Yeah, it's great fun when your head is moving. It's so easy when your head is moving, but it's not so easy when you just move your eyes. So what you can do is just literally follow, keep your head steady and let your eyes follow your hand. Excellent, well done. Okay, having done that 2 or 3 times, we are now clearing a lot of the visual difficulties out. Okay, so let's stop for a second and do a check at this point. I've just been showing you how, but I want to show you why in a second. Now just look up towards your eyebrows. Look up towards your eyebrows. Yeah, up towards your eyebrows. And then down towards your chin. Over towards your left ear, over towards your right ear. And which of those was the most difficult to look? Can you point up, down, that way, or that way? Okay, so you've got one. That way, it's going that way for you. Okay, right, okay. Yes, excellent, it's going that way for you. Okay, and what did you have, Martha? Okay, good. Okay, excellent. So what we're looking at then is that there is an area of difficulty for each of you, right? So what we want to do next, we want to make sure that we clear that. So just rub, keep rubbing, okay. And as you're rubbing, this time we want to go down. So this is like going down into the valley with your eyes all the way over to the bottom of the rainbow, and then all the way back, just moving your eyes, not moving your head, all the way over to the bottom of the rainbow, and all the way back, and all the way over to the bottom of the rainbow. Excellent. And what we've done now is we have cleared most of the difficulties of the eyes away. Next, I want you to put your fingers and your thumbs above and below your lips like this. Now I'm going to have to move the microphone for this. Okay. Can you still hear me? Yes? Okay. I'll use a different hand. Okay. So for this, I'm putting my hand here right? And I'm going to slowly bring it all the way up above my head, and I'm going to follow it with my eyes, all the way down and all the way back up again, following, and at the same time, I'm wobbling here because I'm bringing the attention of my eyes and my body to the midline of my body. And the midline of the body is critical when it comes to working with concentration. So rub here, and the hand is going all the way up, and you're following it up as high as you can see, and then all the way down again, all the way down again, right up again. And we do that 3 or 4 times. Now, if you were standing doing this activity, you will sway forward. Okay? I'm just letting you know that you can do it. You don't have to stand and do it. Just keep your eyes on your hand, not on me. Okay, good. Well done. And even those of you who've been on courses with me, you haven't seen this before. Okay, good. Excellent. So now what I want to do next is I want to get you to look up again, and then look down, look to one side, look to the other side, and give me a report on what you have seen. Or is the difficulty gone, or is it still there? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What have you got? I got thumbs up. Yes, good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay, happy days. Right, so we have done 2 activities. Have you made a record of those in your worksheet or any place else that you might be writing something down? Yes? Okay, good. You're happy? Yeah? Can I move on? Yes? Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to do a simple activity that will help to get the 2 eyes to work together. So put your hands out as far as they will go. Right? I'm moving back from the screen so you can see them. So wiggle your fingers and let your hands go out until you hit your point, your blank spot. So keep looking at the screen and send your hands out and notice where your hands disappear, where you can't see your fingers wiggling. Right? And for me, that's somewhere there. Now, what we want to do next is we want to start bringing them in. Keep looking forward and slowly bring the fingers in and keep looking forward and aware of the fingers all the way through to the very, very center. Okay, and then all the way back out again. And we're going to do this 3 times. And it is just a simple movement of the arms while we're looking ahead. But what we're doing is we're removing the visual distractions of something moving in our environment. Because you become accustomed to it, you then take no notice of it. And by the time you do this for the 3rd time, you don't even bother looking at your fingers. Have you seen that? Yeah. Isn't that gas? Okay. So if something is moving in your environment around you now, you're going to be less distracted by it. These are all simple. Anything I'm doing is simple. None of you who've been in courses have seen that before, because I'm bringing up a lot of my own stuff in these talks on the internet, as they say. So what we want to do next is we want to focus in, and we want to bring that focus together. Because ultimately, what I want to do is I want you to be able to look through the 2 tubes at the one point and see only one image and understand that image and see the details at the same time. If you can look through 2 different eyes and they can focus on the one single thing, then you will be able to zoom in. and you will be able to stay focused on the one task. You won't be getting distracted by what's happening over here. You won't be distracted by what's up there, what's down here. You won't be noticing anything in your environment except the thing that you want to channel your energy into, the thing you want to focus your attention on. That makes sense? Good. Okay. Good stuff. Thank you. Now, to do that, we're going to use a simple activity. Everything I do is simple, right? Now, we're not talking about ears tonight. I cover that in the first episode. In fact, I covered visual distraction in the first episode as well. But now we're doing visual zooming, right? And what we want to do is we want to get the whole of your vision into one single space, about the size of your phone. If you think of the size of your phone, and if you could have something in front of you, and that was the only thing that you could see, yeah, just put it in front of you, right? And see if you can get your hands out here, well, just about at the edge of what you can see. Yeah, exactly, yes. Now, very slowly, bring your hands in, until as you're looking through them, the only thing you can see is the phone. How long can you stay there before your eyes jump back out again? Because from it didn't, not long, right? Okay. And the reason for that is because we are programmed to scan the environment. We're programmed to scan differently. When you go to school, it's assumed that you can read and you can write because your two eyes are supposed to work together as a team. But in reality, and when you land as a baby, when you come into this world as a baby, this eye wants to go this way, this eye wants to go this way, this hand goes this way, this hand goes this way, and the legs go separate. They all split out from the center. And it's only when the child learns to clap hands that they begin to develop a sense of their midline. It's only when the child begins to focus correctly as they lift their head off the floor and they focus on something in the distance, it's only then that they begin to develop the focal vision that we're looking for. And for many people, because of distress and because of anxiety, because of shock and trauma, because of their lack of understanding of this, they haven't developed it fully. So the two eyes don't work as a team. One goes off when you get stressed. One gets slightly off center when you get stressed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a simple teaming activity to get the two eyes to follow as a team. To do this, I'm going to get you to follow me. So I'm going to come in close to the camera. I want you to put your fingers on top of one eyebrow and just tap there. And follow with your eyes as you go right across to the other side. And just go over and back, looking at the eyebrow. Looking at your fingers all the time as you're tapping above the eyebrow. We're going to do above the eyebrow first. Yes, slowly, slowly, slowly. Good. And just keep tapping. And as you're tapping, just make your eyes follow your fingers. It's a simple activity. It's an easy activity, but it makes a lot of difference. Just keep going over and back until it gets easy. And it will get easy after the fourth time. Good. That's enough. Thank you. Now, I want you to tap across underneath your eyes, across the bridge of your nose, and keep your eyes on your fingers all the way over and all the way back. Keep your head steady. Keep your head steady if you can. Good. Keep going. Watch the fingers with your eyes. Yeah. Keep your eyes on your fingers. Yes. It's so interesting watching your eyes. Okay, excellent. Well done. Now, for my next piece, what we're going to do is we're going to go right around the eyes as in a square or a circle or a rectangle or any way you wish. So we can start at the top, go right around, follow with the eyes all the way over to the side, then go across the bottom. Sorry about the microphone, up around, and you just keep doing that slowly. Go ahead and do it if you've got it. Does it make sense? Good. Okay. Slowly. Just tap slowly. Yeah. Keep going. Excellent. Okay. Good. Excellent. Well done. You are super. Now, what I'd like to do next is I'd like to invite you to make a pattern of 8 with your tapping. So we're going to be crisscrossing at the center. So we're going to start again at the outside of one of the eyebrows and go down and around and up through the middle of your nose, over that eyebrow, around and down and up and around and around. And you just keep tapping. And all the time, keep your eyes on your fingers. Okay. And what we're doing is we're working on creating a pattern of 8 around your eyes. Now it's really, really important, if you listen to me for a second, just stop for a second. It's important that you go up in the middle. You must be going up over your eyebrow. If you're coming down off the eyebrow, you are you're generating a different pattern. The kind of positive pattern that builds the harmony in the eyes is to go up in the center. That okay? Got me? Yeah? Good. Okay, good. So tapping again. Start at the eyebrow, go right around, out the outside, up through the middle, around, all the way around, all the way back up, and away we go. And if you do that 3 times while you're standing, just do it while you're standing now. Okay, so that we can see the effect that this has in your body. So we're tapping right around and always up in the center, up in the middle. And for me, well, I'm concentrating and focusing a lot, and I do this quite a bit, so I've gone forward immediately. So just okay, and when you sway forward, then your body has done enough of it. If you haven't swayed forward, do it, swap hands and go forward again. So if you haven't gone forward at this stage, swap hands and go around again. Excellent. Super. So when you're ready, you've all swayed forward at this stage. Yes, sit down now and relax. And let's go back and focus on the phone again. And just bring in your focus right down to that very center. And see how long can you stay in there now. And it's so much easier because your eyes aren't jumping anymore. They're holding. Everyone okay? Have you seen the difference? Yes, I can see it on the screen because people are actually still there holding their hands. Okay. So is that a thumbs up activity? Something that made a difference? Yeah? Okay. Not so sure. Or yes. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, right. If you do this activity, like we're doing these activities right now, right? But if you take the time to go back and watch this video again, or go back and do the activities that you have drawn up for yourself or that you have described for yourself that are in the worksheet, then you're going to find that each time you do them, you increase your capacity to zoom in and to focus and to eliminate the distractions, because it is so nice when you're able to concentrate and stay focused for longer periods of time. Now, as you know, as you probably know, I use the 90-minute focus method to help people to concentrate for up to 90 minutes at a time. And these are just simple activities that I use to help people to get over some of the difficulties. So these are just it's no bother to do these simple things. And the whole of the 90-minute focus method is as simple as that. Now, I'm not flogging the 90-minute focus method tonight. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you out. Okay, good. So what I'd like to do next is I'd like to help you to consolidate what we've just done. Because believe it or not, it's now 12 minutes to 10. Time flies when you're having fun. Good. So if you just sit back in the chair, relax, cross your ankles, fold your arms, and see if you can do this. Can you get your hands to go into each other like that? Let your fingers go into each other like this. Yeah, watch. Let the palms come together and the fingers go into each other. And just relax the hands completely. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows, relax everything. Just let your arms relax on your chest or on your lap or whatever. Yeah, excellent. It doesn't matter. If you can't get the hands, don't worry too much about it. Is that okay? Next, put your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Find the roof of your mouth. There's a ticklish point there. And many people can find it easily, and for other people it's difficult to find. So just put your tongue there and begin to suck, like you have a sweet or a toffee or a candy there. And close your eyes, because I'm going to have my eyes closed for the next 10 minutes. I'm going to just be talking and helping you to consolidate the changes that we've made. So when you're ready, just breathe in gently and softly now. And as you're breathing in, just imagine you're breathing in a beautiful gas, your favorite color gas. And allow that gas to swirl up around your eyes and to relax your eyes completely. Taking away all the strains and the stresses. Taking away all the traumas, all the difficulties. Anything that you've ever seen that you wish you hadn't. Anything that you've been longing to see but you've never seen yet. And just imagine that you could erase those images that you no longer want to see. Just like you have a digital camera and you can delete the photographs that you don't want to see anymore. And imagine that you could see the things that you want to be able to see. Imagine you could just create them in front of you. And let them be there for a few moments. And just enjoy having them. Just enjoy seeing those moments. Just enjoy seeing those situations. Now, as you breathe in and breathe out, allow that beautiful gas to travel up into your brain and allow it to bring in peace and harmony, relaxation and comfort, ease and total peace. And allow that peace to begin to travel all the way down through your spine, to travel out through your arms and down into your fingertips and thumbs, to travel down along through your back and your chest, your stomach, your abdomen, right through all the different organs in your body, traveling down into your hips, into your legs, into your feet, right out into your toes. So that very soon your whole body seems to be filled with this beautiful gas. Allow that gas to begin to seep out through your body as though it's seeping out through your pores, creating a special space around you that's filled with this gas, so that you're surrounded by your favorite color. And this area around you becomes an area of peace and calm, of joy and happiness, of love and harmony. And while you're in this space, it's possible for you to eliminate everything except the one thing that you want to be thinking about. So allow yourself now to think about the one thing that you want to focus on, and stay focused on it for the next few moments, peacefully and calmly, comfortably and easily, relaxed, feeling safe, feeling secure, allowing you to zoom in and to focus your attention on whatever it is that you want to think about or whatever you want to do. So just breathe in and breathe out and relax. So I'm going to end the meeting now, but you can stay where you are, relaxed and peaceful. And there'll be a follow-on episode in 2 weeks' time at 9 p.m. on the 1st of September. And if you found this useful, please let me know. Send me an email. You've got a link on your worksheet. Or you can contact me at padraig@padraigking.com. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being there. It has been my pleasure.